acting like crazy. They would like those gore, the gore dancers. They dress like that. Like they put the stuff around their waist and their
The bells and all that.
Yeah, the bells and whistles.
We're back.
Woo! Happy Halloween Eve. Okay.
Yeah, it's the weekend. Halloween's tomorrow.
Morning. I was gonna tell you after I tell you the pumpkins were.
Or jumping in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you had something else?
No.
Pumpkins,
No.
So now being a parent,
Krill don't regular shit.
Pretty much do whatever you want to a certain extent. So
well, you still can, but
yeah.
Well, with the abilities you have as with your carving abilities, or are you saying more
no, just in general as a parent.
Okay.
Like stuff you want to do. Like
yes.
So stuff that we would probably do if we were together, but now that we have kids, we do it with them.
Yes.
So what I did, we had all the pumpkins.
But see, real quick, it's like a wide variety of themes because, like I told you, I told Kay, like I feel like I know I'm 34, but I feel like in my head like I'm still like that 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So I like
certain times.
So like those fun things you do with your kids, you have as much fun as they do with it.
So what we did, I got all the pumpkins and then I popped the top on all of them, and then we started cleaning them out.
Okay.
So
did you just old school pull them out, yank them, and all that? Yeah.
Well, we got the little scrapers. But I use the scraper because the kids they could get it out with their hands for a little while.
You want to get messy?
Huh?
You want to get messy? Scared?
That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
No, that's what I'm getting. Messy. Oh. Yeah, messy. Yeah. So then, so we're cleaning them out, and then it's all slimy. So I grabbed it, and I told Kaz, "What is that over there?" And then when he turned around, I tossed it in his face. So his face is all slimy, and he started screaming. And then your hands are all like.
Yeah, we did it yesterday.
And then it was right there. I grabbed him by the arm and
just to get him messy.
Yeah, he was all sticky afterwards. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was good. But speaking of that one, like you know how TikTok and all these things have like every single hack there is. Mm-hmm. There was a few of them, or I guess one we'll find out. But the other one we tried, but we didn't have the tool wasn't big enough. Like the egg beater, like the mixer for like cakes and stuff, like the electrical one.
Oh yeah.
So I guess Caleb found it. There was like if you put in the pumpkin and you spin it, it comes out or whatever. But
those little scrapers, all you do is just.
I got two.
It's only like that big. And
it comes with the kit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked perfect. All you do is like that. It's like scraping like peeling paint or something, and you just after then you pull it, comes out.
What was the ambiance? What where were you at?
We were outside.
The backyard right there?
Yeah, on the tables. Then we had the speaker. We had I had the Nightmare Before Christmas, but everyone was killing the vibes because they said Christmas was in it, so it was too early. So then we ended up.
Aria's been watching Nightmare Before Christmas since October 1st.
Yeah.
So I watched a total of it maybe like 2,000 times today.
Well, we're on a slippery slope because we watched The Grinch yesterday.
Oh
yeah. We watched the human one.
Okay.
And he said he wants to watch the cartoon. I was like, you gotta slow down.
Yeah, well, we watched the cartoon one Wednesday. Yeah, so
we'll probably be going there for the next couple months.
But I think once you watch them, you can't. That's the point of no return.
Yeah.
Like once you watch it that one time, it's going to be on repeat till you can't watch it anymore.
But I think it's different once December comes because
you have that Christmas vibe.
Yeah, but we ended up going on that Pandora, and we put the kids' Halloween mix.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it played like the Monster Mac.
Like all the old school stuff
Mash,
too.
Yeah.
Is a mix. Yeah.
It ended up they threw that one in there, Mr. Oogie Boogie. They threw that one in there, and just a bunch of other ones.
They had that the other day. They had outside Creek, the old elementary school. They had the post up of the
Festival Day.
Yeah. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember Mr. D, he made that ski ball, and he had the pumpkin.
It was all cut out. It was a
Plywood.
pumpkin shape.
Yeah.
No, wasn't it a beanbag toss? Was it beanbag toss?
The ski ball or bean? No,
No, it's
ski ball.
beanbag.
No.
Ski ball. What's ski ball?
And it goes in there.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the.
because it had the metal. I remember the metal piece. It had to go up like a ramp.
I don't remember that one.
The only one you made.
No, I don't remember it being a ski
Oh.
ball. I thought it was like a toss. But yeah, I remember in the you go in the cafeteria. They had the cakewalk and all that. They had the music going on. Do you remember?
So it's always an easy win. You always get a
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
Yeah.
And they had the people who went to Outside Creek. They had that old school record player. It was Miss Gomes had it,
Yeah.
and it had the green cover on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the same one they always use. And
The
they
vinyl records.
I know we're going off on a tangent, but when I was at work the other day, I was talking to my buddy, and we were talking about the old school games.
The system
Yeah,
consoles?
the systems, yeah. And
remember we used to use the phrase "flip the game,"
uh,
like when we passed the whole game.
oh yeah, we
You
flipped
guys
it.
flip it?
Yeah,
When I told the kids that, like they don't know what that means anymore. I guess they have different terminology.
yeah, just pass the level, pass the whole thing or something.
Yeah.
But him too, he's like a couple years younger than me. But he didn't know about this, and it was pretty cool. Like when you get with these things and you kind of tell people and they kind of trip out about it.
Mhm.
So it's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're talking about Sega Genesis because he had he showed me the picture, but we never had it because I'm sure it was like top dollar. No, it was like I don't know. I think it was after the Game Boy, but it was
Game Gear.
I think that's what
one like that.
Yeah.
The black one?
with the batteries and stuff.
Yeah, that's Game Gear.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah.
showing me. I didn't know, but what you could do is it had like a whole briefcase, and on the briefcase it had this big battery charger pack. So you would charge the battery on there, and then when you would go walk around, you'd hook it. Remember how like the old school hook for the drive-in theaters,
Yeah.
the speaker? It was big. It was like that, but it had like a hook like that. You hook on your loop belt, your pant belt, whatever, and then you just walk around playing the game. But I was telling him.
That's when you had to buy the fucking Duracells and the Energizer batteries.
Yeah.
If you get the cheap ones, you're not gonna pay very long.
We always did that hack. I don't know if it was a hack or not. You did that, but remember somebody told us about putting them in the freezer.
Yeah, and it would make it.
Did it work?
Yeah, it would make it to the school when we rode the bus to Exeter,
Yeah.
or at least halfway, anyways.
Mhm.
We had what 45 minutes.
Speaking of that, remember back in the day,
CD player.
CD players and the cassette players. Because if you didn't now, dude, like it's
The radio. I do the radio because that was before we had CDs.
yeah. Well, we had the
we
the
had
cassette.
like 2 CDs.
The first one was
Then you
Nelly
have to hold it
EI.
like that.
Yeah, till they had we'll get to that part though. But remember, so yeah, but I was saying the kids nowadays are so spoiled. They have the phones where you just put on your thing. Back then, because we had the cassette first, because they always had the CD players, but it was like $20, and like he said, we never had any CDs. So, but what we did have was the cassette play, the boombox, the cassette player. So what you would do if you wanted a song that was only on the radio, you'd get the cassette. Those of you know what cassette is, yeah. You put it in there, and it had a play record section, so you could record on a blank.
You have to hit it right when the song started. You have to push the 2 record and play, so it would record the whole song. And you stop it.
Yeah, and then that's how you would make your mix. Back then, that's how you make your mix to get to school.
And you couldn't take it out yet because then you'd have to cut your other song off if you recorded over it.
Yeah, if you timed it right, it worked out perfect. So that was pretty legit. But then, like you were saying, once you got the CD player, they had the cheaper ones where you could it played the CD, but it had to be still, like you couldn't move it.
Like
but like on the bus, all bumpy and stuff, they made this new one. I think Daniel was the first one to get it, the anti-skip one.
Yeah.
And it was like more compact, or not compact. It was more thicker. I mean, and it just prevented it from skipping somehow. But oh yeah, we got on this about. I was telling him I got to tell him about the Sega Genesis, and because his first one was the Nintendo 64, and the Nintendo 60.
He was already.
Yeah, he was like a step ahead.
Remember when Martin got it and like, oh.
That was the game changer.
We went to his
4
house.
controllers.
Yeah, we played that 1080, and then the Mario Kart was the best one though.
Do you remember the one that kind of changed the game though?
The game?
No, that changed everything though. That with that system, it was the Mario Kart, Mario Party. What was it called?
Mario,
That one,
that's what I said,
where you
Mario.
got to do all the different like little games and
all
stuff.
the races and all that, the little achievements.
You know what I'm talking about? The party mix.
Yeah, they still have that game.
Okay, yeah. You were talking. You brought up the racing one again, like it was.
That's a part of it.
Yeah,
It's
but
all,
some of them are like,
fun.
yeah, but they're like little different mini games.
Mario
The
Party
mini
World,
games. Yes.
Something like that.
Mario Party.
World.
No. But real quick before I forget, I was telling about like on the Sega Genesis where you get to a certain level and you pass it, and then remember what does it give you at the end after each level?
The cherries.
No, you remember?
On which game? It's
So like for example like I ate your yes, the Aladdin, but also the big one was Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Because what would happen if you turned it off?
You start all over.
So what would they remember? They would give you the secret code.
Oh yeah, so then when you go and you plug it back
right
in,
when you turn it on.
Yeah.
So it gives you the option to enter the passcode, and when you put the passcode in, it takes you. It takes you to the level that you're on before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was telling him about that. So he didn't know about it. It was pretty cool.
We need to get a Sega.
Oh, so I have a. Yeah, my wife has an old Nintendo 64. No, Nintendo, the old school Nintendo's the originals.
Super Nintendo.
No.
That's a Super Nintendo.
No, it was before that. It's RMS or something like that.
That's a Super Nintendo, buddy.
I don't have a Super Nintendo. It's the old school one. Duck Hunter and Mario.
Oh,
okay. I'm gonna go grab it. Yeah. Super Nintendo was one Cody had.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Yes. But this one, I got the power cord, everything, set it up, and the biggest thing was it turned on, so it works. But we Googled it. The picture was off. So what happened? Because it's been setting for so long. They were made in like what 84, 88.
That long?
Yeah.
That was the 90s.
No way. At least in the 80s, I guarantee. I bet. I'll put money. Yeah, but yeah. So we got to dust it off. I'm gonna take the cover off, dust it, and if that doesn't work, there's that piece. I forgot the name of it, but that piece you buy, it's like $50, and you put it. I know it's supposed to fix it.
There's a guy on TikTok. I'll send you the video next time I come across him. He does. So his whole store is the consoles, the old consoles, and it's like, Sammy bought Nintendo 64 with these games, and he'll get the whole system, put in the box, and these games, and he'll put them in. Like, say he buys a bunch of Mario games, he'll give him like a little Mario medallion or a keychain. He's like, here you go, put it in.
Okay.
And they ship it out.
But it's all operable. Everything works. It's all the original, like the old school ones.
The whole store full of everything.
Damn. So, Kayla's friend, her husband does it. So I'm gonna reach out to him for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't sell them, but he's into the old consoles and stuff. Remember, I got that PS2 I had.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna throw it away, and he ended up buying it.
Nice.
So he's.
Did I get half?
I got it from Bling Bling.
No, he gave it to me.
We still have that other one, the Xbox 360, the old with all the music on it. But yeah, we were talking about that. But the one thing I was gonna not surprise you, but I was gonna tell you about was because you're going to this week coming up. You're gonna be going to Sacramento today, and you're gonna be doing.
I'll be in Sacramento today before the night ends.
And you're gonna be doing like the what is it called?
Color guard.
The color guard. But I wanted you to like kind of talk about that, but also talk about like when you're in the military, like the training, everything that you had to do up until then. If you want to start back and then go.
Speaking of that,
I just farted? Did the mic pick it up?
No. The Veterans Post, there's a lot of posts everywhere. So the one I'm a part of is on the Two River Reservation. It's post 1987. That's when it was established, and certain events that are happening. I think it's an expo, and so what we do is we'll have all the colors of flags, and what we'll do is we'll line up, and then the drummers will play us in, and then as they play us in, we'll we'll go around the whole arena, and then we'll.
What kind of song are they playing?
It just depends what drummers are there.
But it's like some type of traditional like Native American music or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. The pick of their songs whatever they
Okay.
play. And then after we post the colors, then they do their ceremony or their and this is an expo, so I don't know how it's gonna go. So they're gonna do their speeches. It's all week,
Mhm.
so we're gonna leave tomorrow. Then we come back on Thursday, and then Friday when everything's all over, then we'll retire the colors and put them away.
Oh, so you guys open and close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why like at the powwows we can't leave until everything's all over that day because we have to retire the colors.
Okay, and that's routine with any
Yeah,
event.
so you could be done all day, but you still have to be back once it's over to retire 'em.
Mhm.
But for Veterans Day, they're doing a run in Portugal. They do it every year, and
I think you did it last year. I did
I
the
did
year
last
before
year,
that.
yeah. And last year there was a veteran. He did a speech, and then he shot the gun to start the race,
Mhm.
and then so uh, an individual from the city council asked the post commander for they wanted someone from the reservation to do it, and
Mhm.
he didn't want it, or he chose me to do it. So now I'm coming up with like a bio. I finished it, and I just need to proofread it,
Mhm.
and then I guess that will be in the paper. And
Okay.
then, that morning,
Like a quick snippet of like you?
yeah.
Oh,
Of
cool,
what I did
dude.
in the military, and then I'll do a speech in that morning, and then start the race.
Okay. Do you kind of know what you're gonna say already, or you can go
I
off
don't
the
know what
top?
the speech. I don't know. I just finished the bio, so now I'm gonna work on the speech and what I want to do, what I want to say.
Maybe like pick a little bit out of there and to kind of just go more in depth or
Well,
touch
I
on
say
it.
like the main points. So we did like in 2018, we did a big a field operation. It was called the Gauntlet,
Hmm.
and we went all the way to Fort Riley,
Where's that,
Kansas,
Kansas?
and we collabed with a bunch of units. Well, the main unit was the First Infantry Division, Big Red One, and
Mhm.
so we were accompanying them. So all the other engineer units from it was from Texas, from Hood. There was a engineer unit company there,
Mhm.
and then a company from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and then it was like a National Guard. Or because I seen two of my boys from basic, they were in National Guards,
Mhm.
and I seen them there, and then I was talking to them Wells and Worcestershire or something.
And they got stationed over there.
No, they were National Guard. So
Oh.
we all the engineers showed up there at the MOS, the
He
charting.
threw me off when you were talking. Sorry, the guy driving by.
Oh, so yeah, so we all
So they have that MOS in the National Guard?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we built the longest ribbon bridge in the U.S. soil,
Mm.
and
What's that?
so it's like so there's a big old river. Say there's a big river, and you want to get across it. What it is, it's these big trucks will drop these pontoons of a bridge, and it'll be like this. So when it hits the water, it's hollow.
Okay.
So when
Oh,
it hits
okay.
the water, you hit a clip, and the whole thing just expands and opens.
Mhm.
So when there's a boat in the water, it will come hook up to there, and you'll go and you'll start hooking pieces up, and then as it gets
It's like
bigger and
a
bigger,
puzzle piece. Like
yeah, just all the way across. And then after we finished it, they drove Humvees, tanks, and everything over it.
do you know what like the weight capacity is for those or no? But shit,
Um,
they got a tank on it?
they got
Are those bigger? Those weigh more than the big Humvees you're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah,
this is
shit.
regular Humvees, yeah. So they drove those over, and it was over. We were there for 28 days.
Shit. Oh, so it wasn't just like one day you guys
No,
finished this. It
no.
was throughout the duration of the
Yeah,
time.
we'd sleep on. Me and Dooley, we were um, sent to do the boat. We were on the boat, so when the pieces come, I'd go and I just grab them and hook them up, and we send them to the other people. But
Mm.
since we were doing that, me and him had to sleep on the water, so we stayed in the boat. And it was funny because if people start moving around and stuff, and everything starts swaying.
Yeah.
And then, like in the middle of the night, the water came in. So what I did, I tucked myself all the way under where the where the you steer it at.
Okay.
And there's not even a steering. It's just you go up and back, and then whatever. And
Uh-huh.
so I took myself.
The tugboat?
The boat, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Not a tugboat.
What is it called?
It's a
Why did I
boat,
say a
just a
tugboat?
boat.
Okay. What's
You're
a tug?
towing. I don't know what a tugboat.
I think it's a
That's
tugboat.
Coast Guard.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
All right.
And so it was swinging.
Uncle Sam's rolling to you.
And it swinging, and the water came, and it fucking soaked him, man. But he was in the Marines, so he was in the Marines, and he got in the Marines, and he came to the Army, so he was already fucking.
So he got demoted? Did he get demoted or promoted?
It was
if he went from Marine.
still me. And so he was. I just heard him cussing. He has his like.
How cold was it?
It was cold. They were on the water. I forgot what river it was. And oh man, he was having a bad day that.
Oh, was it like those platforms where you guys did? I remember you had that video where the guys did the promotions or something.
Yeah, but they just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a way of passage or rite of passage where the new guys come in when we're on a field mission, then we'll just throw them over into the water.
If you're new to the unit?
Yeah. And then it's called getting baptized. And that's when that lieutenant, the second Dewey, he's like, I can't go in. You gotta go in. So I wrapped him up and then.
But it was funny though because like when he said that, like he was like, yeah, I'm not going in. But like when your response, like it wasn't too much, but it was just like if you're. It was just like a regular, like if it's just nonchalant conversation, you got to go in, sir.
Like,
yeah, like
because they were coming right, they were gonna follow right behind them. They didn't want to get him off of there, so they went in the water. And then who was it? Oh, Captain Keller. He put up a hell of a fight. He's like 6'1", solid, and he was just throwing people off. And Sergeant Stellan, he's a big guy. He's probably like 6'1", 280, and
solid.
No. He just grabbed him and he fucking just went in with him. That's the only way we could get him. But yeah, for that mission, it was pretty cool. We were there a long time.
So was it like a big thing, like around the military? Because that was.
It's like it'd be like a mock deployment kind of thing, like what we do if we were deployed. So it was for our MOS. It was pretty big. That's why we're there for.
No, but like throughout, like like for example, like Porterville Recorder, the newspaper and stuff, like with the military, like a big thing around the military.
Yeah, it was on the Stars and Stripes and other magazines. They have articles.
You guys got pictures and all that shit?
Yeah, I have the link. I'll send it to you. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I think I got the pictures too, so I'm gonna send them in to the Porterville people and see if whatever they want to post, they can.
That's cool.
But yeah, that was a good one. Because then I got a COA, a certificate of achievement for my role in the whole field operation.
And I know you talked about like when with the how it goes over here with the up here on the reservation with the presenting the colors and stuff. But when you're in the military and you did remember you got into that assignment for
the funeral details.
Yeah,
those are more.
Is it somewhat similar or not at all? No,
those are more personal. Well, we do them too, like for the veterans on the reservation. But these ones, it's like it's more like personal because you're actually there in a uniform. You're there. You're a service member at the time, and then all the family and everyone like screaming and your flag, and it's a little more personal.
How did you get into that role?
They just pick a team. Like they're like, we need like 6 people to a 6-man detail or 2-man, and then you just do it. You're volunteer.
And I know so they're doing it for where I work, and they had like a few people designated, and they had to do all this training and stuff. What did you have to do? Like it's a rotation. So if our company's doing it, then we'll have they have a casket. So whoever's on that red cycle, that means you're doing all the details. So if we're on red cycle, then that means everything that comes down, our company's doing it. So we'll have the casket in there, and then every day, if you're on the detail, every day you're coming, and you're at least like 2 to 3 hours a day. You're doing just the ceremony part of it. Okay. And then for those 3 hours, what is that, like 20 different times you're doing it or more?
Probably more, yeah.
Yeah.
You do a lot more. Then you just switch it up, like switch roles, and then what you're gonna do, like if you were just carrying the casket,
Mm-hmm.
and then because at the end there's only two people that are gonna fold the flag, because they'll come over, the sixth man will come over, and then they'll do it. But then once it gets towards the end, obviously the two people will just fold the
Mm-hmm.
flag. Then once it's folded, you hand it over to the family, and then they'll just switch roles and have someone do that,
Okay.
just so everyone gets the feel for it.
And is it just like specifically guys that it's just in the army and your guys is like specific unit or not unit like MOS that you guys did, or is it just throughout everybody in the whole army?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because we go all the way to up, like as far as Michigan, from Kentucky all the way to Michigan, all the way back down, whatever that area is, and all the other units around there would do whatever their area was.
And you guys weren't the only ones. I mean, I'm sure
No.
every unit picked somebody to do something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it's always. And then the thing is, like, there could be one that month if you're on Red Sox, or it could be like 10 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get busy.
Sure.
You get per diem.
Oh, when you go.
Yeah.
And I guess you get I mean, it's fucked up. Like you're, why you're getting to go, but I mean, you're at least it's like kind of like a little mini vacation, I guess.
Yeah, just driving. And it's cool if you know everyone you're going, like everyone's from the same platoon.
Mm.
But the most memorable one was it was remains from Korea. It happened back like in 2018
Mm-hmm.
when they gave us a bunch of remains or people back. I don't know if you remember. And then they flew them into that Louisville airport, and then they did the same ceremony for them as well when they came.
Oh
back.
shit!
That was pretty cool.
And did what were the remains in? Just like an urn or something?
A casket.
Oh, the whole casket.
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
That was on in the news and then.
Mm. Yeah, but you want to talk about the?
I was going back to the old school because
Old school.
the stuff because Tiffany didn't even know either. I'm sure you remember the Lie in the Mood, the Monster Mac.
Yeah.
When Halloween would come.
Yeah,
The Monster Mac.
Yeah, and that we
Do they still do that?
No, I don't think so. But we I brought up the commercial on YouTube the other day.
The Monster Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to show them.
Yeah.
That was when the Hamburglar and that what's the other guy? The Hamburglar and the purple guy.
Barney?
No, what was his name?
The Hamburger.
Speaking of Barney, I played I was playing Mr. Rogers for the kids. They weren't digging it. All the stuff they have nowadays, like the Blippy, the Blues Clues, like all the interacting things, and now on the Mr. Rogers they have the little hand puppet things.
I remember I used to be scared when they go on the railroad train and they go to the puppets in the back.
Yeah, I forgot what the world was. They called it something
Wonder
else.
World.
No, something like that. No. We did try to. We had one last attempt for the fleet to the beach. Was it?
Oh yeah, fleet to the beach. I got a message that there was another lady that had a team, but she was kind of in the same situation we were in, the same predicament. She was just trying to gather a team together last minute, so it didn't pan out. But I told her we'd keep each other's information so we could start planning next year for next year's run. But that would be 4 people already, so all we need is at least another 4 to get 8 in there.
So I mean, we started planning like 2 months in advance. I guess that wasn't.
I thought that would have been a.
I thought more people would have been willing to, but I mean, we'll do the Veterans Day run, and that would be pretty cool too. So, and then so what did you guys do for the pumpkins? What was what ended up being the
Cash, you did just the generic one.
Mm-hmm. Those are always cool, like the triangle eyes and the
teeth, and then I did the bat. I did a bat. It came out pretty good, and then Cian did the giant skeleton. That one came out really good. Had the big eyes and how his mouth is.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Timmy did the spider. It came out alright. She got it from TikTok or Pinterest or something.
Oh, okay.
And then
did you guys eyeball them like when you're writing them out? Did you write them out or you went?
So we got They did, yeah. They drew theirs out, but me and JoJo, we did the where you get the paper and
Hmm.
then you tape it to it.
Oh,
You
I
tape
see.
it to
Yeah,
the
I
pumpkin, then
seen
you just
that.
cut
Yeah.
it out.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot easier like that. I guess you could trace it if you
No,
wanted.
I did the tracing because it's just. I mean, it's gonna be how it is. Or
Mine came out good.
probably
That's the first time
it
I
probably
ever
came
tried
out
that.
right. Yeah,
Mine came out really good.
probably came out
My
right.
first
I will probably
first
post
in
the
show.
pictures later.
First in show.
We haven't seen mine.
Me too.
Mine, it was cool though. This time we got the. This is my first time we bought the white pumpkin. We bought the white one because we did a jack on that one, or I guess I did all of them, and on the other one I did Oogie Boogie. But we just put a regular light. It looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna go look for a green one like at Walmart
Oh
at
yeah.
night so we can see how it comes out. Um, and then my the nieces came over. They were doing their thing. I think they did like one of them did like
Oogie
a
Boogie.
A for her name, and then I think the other one was like a little ghost thing. but I was telling her how to do it. It's funny though because I was telling her how to do it, and then she's like, "Can you help me with the cutting?" I was like, "Yeah," but I forgot to look at the sketch, so then I did it wrong. Because you know how like if
You have to keep the inside because then it won't stand up.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I cut
So
out
you
the
cut the wrong one. You
yeah.
fucked your pumpkin up.
No, so I did surgery on it though. It's like mash. It was what's this called?
Toothpicks?
Meatball surgery.
Yeah.
No, I got the. Well, see, we weren't too far in, so I got the piece and I got some of the guts and stuff, the innards, and I put it in there, and then I put the piece back, and yeah, and I kind of just put it like that, and then we turned it, and then she did the other side, but it came out pretty cool.
There was one that looked cool. I wanted to do if we had more pumpkins. They cut a little window out.
Mhm.
Well, because it has the candle in it, so it's illuminated, so it looks cool. So they
Mhm.
cut a little window out,
Obviously, all of them.
in like a square.
All
I
of them
really
have the
like it.
candles.
It looked like a cross thing,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yes.
a generic window.
Uh huh.
And then they cut a door into it, circle door. But somehow I think it probably like it's like a toothpick, so the
Mhm.
door stayed open.
Mhm.
And they cut like a ball out of the pumpkin, and they put a little face on it, so it's like a little house.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it was simple, but it looked cool.
Yeah, with my mind, she wanted to do the Michael Myers, and then we started looking at it, and I was like, yeah, we probably won't be able to do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they were looking at the ones. How much? Because the pumpkins show how hard it is.
Yeah.
Make sure it's at least like 1 or 2 pumpkins.
yeah, that's all I
don't
did.
want to be cutting your guys'.
My brother-in-law, he has like because we just got like he just had like the knives, and we're just doing it like that, whichever knife we had.
You gotta have the little things.
So yeah, we'll see. We just did that way, but he had like this big old kit and shit where it's like you, for whatever you're trying to make, it has like you know how like the gun cleaning kit, like all the different guns and sizes and shit. Yeah, it has all the stuff in there, dude. So his came out pretty cool.
Then you have the little longer ones, so it goes all the way up the pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly. So it was pretty. Yeah, the kit was legit. So, but yeah, it was a good time. We put on Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, barbecued, and kind of just did that, hanging out here. Tri-tip, mashed potatoes.
Barbecue mashed potatoes?
I mean, baked potatoes.
How's that come up?
Baked potatoes, and then corn on the cob. So came out good, dude. Katie made the potatoes. She cut up the meat and put it on top, so it was like in there.
Oh yeah.
But it was a good time. Just kick back. But I was telling her too, like, shit like that, dude. Like the kids had a blast. Like even me, dude. Like it's cool, like being able to do that kind of stuff. Just yeah, and just have a good time with the kids, man. So, but did you have anything else you were gonna touch on?
No. With that being said, though, everyone have a safe Halloween. Don't get hit by a car. Check your candy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Make sure there's no.
If it looks sketchy, like just don't even risk it, man. So I don't know these fucking weirdo. I don't know what's wrong with these people doing shit like that, but it's scary stuff, dude. So just yeah, check your stuff. That was a good thing. Check your stuff out. Back when we were kids, would remember somebody they put the razor blades like in the the caramel pumpkin apples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
But
stay safe.
we'll see ya.